Hello students, today we are going to start lesson number 5, that is determiners. Read the following sentences. My brother had planted those colorful flowers in memory of our grandmother. The films by Satyajit Ray are being screened at the International Film Festival. I had never seen so many bats on a tree before. In the first sentence, the possessive adjective my and our determine the relationship of speaker with the nouns brother and mother respectively. Now see here, my brother. This shows the relation with brother. Here, our grandmother. Again, this word shows the relation. Those on the other hand specifies the flowers that are mentioned in the sentence. Now those colorful flowers, we are specifying flowers with this word those. Similarly, the is used in second sentence to specify a particular film festival and films made by particular filmmaker. In the third sentence, many and a help determine the number of bats and tree. See, here also many and a determine the number of tree. Same way, here the and the determines the film festival. Such words that specify or determine the nouns that follow them are known as determiners. Determiners are words that introduce a noun or a noun phrase in a sentence. They use to specify or quantify a noun. Now these words are used to introduce a noun or a noun phrase in a sentence. They are used to specify or quantify a noun. Understood, students? Now let us see the example. My parents. We are talking about parents, and here with this word my we are showing the relation with this noun. Spent a few years. We are talking about the years, a few years, the number of years. Traveling across the Nile. Understood? These books were donated by the Cultural Society of India. These specifying the books, the specifying the cultural society. Which team are you supporting in the upcoming football tournament? Which specifies team. The specifies upcoming football tournament. Understood, students? Determiners can be classified into two categories: specific determiners and general determiners. Let us read the following sentences. Here, sister baked a cheesecake for the party. Her sister, the party. The project files on that table have been corrected. The project files and that table. Again, the police have towed your car as it was parked on the wrong side of the road. The police, your car, the wrong, the road. The words her, that and your in the above sentences talk about a specific person or things. Similarly, the is used to indicate a definite event, party, things, or people, or a place. We are talking about a specific proper noun. Such determiners are known as specific determiners. Some specific determiners are his, their, this, etc. Examples: my cousin studies at the Institute of Rural Management. These interns will be working closely with the government officer. Swara is going to Bihar to meet her parents. my cousin, the institute, these interns, the government officer, her parents. In all these sentences, we are talking about a specific noun. So, this is a specific determiner. Now, read the following sentences. Several representatives from South Asia participated in the Global Economic Forum. The lifts were installed in every building of the office. The principal appreciated the efforts of all the students during exams. Now, several representatives, every building, all the students. Students, see the difference. Here we are talking, when we are talking about a specific determiner, we are talking about a particular noun. But here, several representatives. We are talking in general, every building, all the students. So, in the above sentence, the word several, every and all talk about unspecified people and things, as they do not indicate a particular person, group or object. Such determiners that are used to talk about people and things in general are known as general determiners. Some general determiners are a, n, most, either. Now, when we are talking about a particular noun, that is a specific determiner. But when we are not talking about any particular thing, the particular person or place or a thing is not specified, that is general determiner. Understood, students? Now, let us start question number 1 of the exercise. Question 1. Underline the determiners in the following sentences. Write S for specific determiner, NG for general determiner. A. It is often said that a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. Knowledge, a little knowledge. So, we are talking about knowledge in general. A little knowledge. So, it is general. So, we will write here G. B. Standing by the sea, I wondered how strong those waves were. The sea, those waves. Now both here we are talking about the specific thing. So it is a specific determiner and we will write here S. C. That mathematical problem was so simple, any of us could have easily solved it. That mathematical problem, we are talking about a particular thing here. So this is a specific determiner. But here, any of us, we are talking in general. So that is specific and any is general. D. Her dog is extremely friendly towards everyone. Her dog, we are talking about a specific dog belonging to her. So this is also a specific determiner. We'll write here S. In the same way, students, you have to complete from E to H in homework. Now, determiners can further be divided into 6 categories. Articles, possessive adjectives, demonstratives, distributives, quantifiers and interrogatives. Now, here articles, we already know a and the. Possessive adjectives, what are possessive adjectives? When we are referring like my, your, our, their, all these are the adjectives. Then demonstratives, this, that, these, those, all these. Then distributives, each, every, neither, nor. Quantifiers, the words such as several, such, each. Now interrogatives, which, whose, whom, all these words. Understood, students? Now see, we found an umbrella under the table. The organizers installed a giant wheel for the fair. I saw our money on that branch. The monkey stole the banana from my hand. So, in the first sentence, the indefinite article and an are used with singular countable nouns, umbrella and giant wheel. These articles tell us about the number of things in general. The definite article the, however, is used with the above sentences to indicate specific nouns. In third sentence, is used to identify the number of monkeys seen by the speaker. However, the is used in the second part of third sentence to refer the noun monkey that is mentioned previously. When a noun is repeated, we use the instead of a or n. Understood, students? Now, you just have to keep in mind all these things: articles, possessive adjectives, demonstratives, distributives, quantifiers which show the quantity of noun, interrogatives which are help to ask the question or relate it. So now, let us understand with the exercise question 2. Fill in the blanks with a, an or the as required in the following paragraph. Put a cross mark in the blank where a determiner is not required. Every year our family plans a trip. We are talking about a particular trip. A trip to an exciting, E, vowel sound, so an exciting and new destination. This year too, we were ready to explore the particular beautiful country of Bhutan. So, the beautiful country of Bhutan. The first thing I noticed about Bhutan was its cleanliness. Here with Bhutan, we do not require any determiner, so we will put a cross. There was an immense sense of respect towards nature in all of Bhutan's residents. I later found out that in Bhutan, the national goal is to make sure that all of its citizens are happy. The national goal, the specific thing. Hence, they measure the country's development through an index named Gross National Happiness. I was so amazed to know this. Bhutan is also the only country, we are talking about a specific country in the world that is carbon negative. Most countries produce larger amount of carbon dioxide than their trees can absorb. Here we do not require any determiner. Bhutan, however, still has an enormous forest cover which ensure that it absorbs more carbon dioxide than it produces. While walking through the streets of Bhutan, I remember inhaling deeply because I knew the air I was breathing was fresh and unpolluted. I left Bhutan with X memories. Here we don't require the determiner. Of a wonderful nation that lived in harmony with X nature. Now students, one thing which I'll say is that in previous chapter you have already learnt about a, an and the's usage. Same thing you have to do in this question also. Now let us look at the following sentences. Shoaib and his grandparents are on their way to Nellore. You need to work on your analytical skills to be good debater. We almost missed our flight to Tehran due to traffic. His grandfather, their way, your analytical, our flight. All this show the possession. So these are the possessive adjectives. The article published in this magazine was extremely biased. Those questions need to be verified before we use them in the assessment. Those questions. That book has been written by Ruskin Bond. That book. So this, those, that. These are the demonstratives which are used to point out a particular noun. So, these are the demonstratives. Now, let us complete the dialogue using appropriate possessive adjectives and demonstratives. Ashmita: Hey Payal, I am extremely sorry to bother you this late at night. But did you see my phone anywhere? I can't find it. My phone, possessive. Payal: Hey, are you sure you carried your phone with you to the restaurant? I don't remember seeing you use your phone at all during dinner. Now your phone and your phone, we are showing the possession. I am sure that I carried it to the restaurant. Do you think I should ask Rahul or Isha? Maybe I left in their car, possession. Payal: Yes, you could do that. This is the problem with phones these days. Demonstrative. Which days? These days. You can't fit them in pockets and they tend to get misplaced. Oh, you could ask your or our, you can use both, other friends who came today if they saw a phone lying somewhere. Ashmita: I wish I could, but unfortunately in the midst of celebration I couldn't even meet all my or our friends, let alone speak to them. Did you speak to Anna? She had come all the way from London to meet us. So students, in this way you have to fill the blanks using the possessive adjective or the demonstratives. Rest of the dialogues you have to complete in homework. As I told you earlier that each, every, neither, nor, all these words are the distributives. So now we will be talking about distributives, and question number 4 is fill in the blanks using appropriate distributives. Now A. Blank of books written by him is worth reading at least once. Now see, either of books, or also you can write each of the books. B. I am sure blank of them is aware that the date of submission has already passed. Here also each of them or either of them. C. Blank one of my classmates was excited about the trip, but blank Shivani nor I was very keen. Each one of my classmates. Each. But neither. We are talking about a negation. Why? Because Shivani and I, we are talking about two persons and we didn't paid any keen. So neither. D. Aradhana is a healthy person. Every morning she goes jogging. Every Sunday she practices yoga. We are talking about every morning and every Sundays. So these are the distributives. From E to H you have to do in your homework. Now students, let us see the quantifiers. Quantifiers means they are used with countable or uncountable nouns and also to indicate the quantity. See. Quantifiers indicates quantity. Little, few, many, enough, both, some, a lot of, no, a few, a little. All these words are the quantifiers because they show the quantity. So now let us start question number 5. Identify the errors in the use of quantifiers and rewrite the following sentences correctly. Some sentences may have more than one correct answer. We have to identify the error in the use of quantifiers here and we have to correct the quantifier and then we have to write. A. I do not want to attend the freshers party. Now students, one thing you should keep in mind, you have to rewrite this exercise. Here you are not given any space for rewriting, so you have to write this in your notebook. This question you have to write in your notebook. I do not want to attend the freshers' party. There are any people I recognize there. It should not be any. It should be no. No people. B. The patient in the general ward needs to drink a lot of water. It's not few. Few is not few doesn't indicates water. We cannot say few water. Few is used with the countable. We cannot use few with water. C. Much streets in Pondicherry and Goa resembles a Portuguese settlement. It is not much, it is many. Many streets in Pondicherry and Goa resemble a Portuguese settlement. D. The government has appointed little women ministers recently. It is not little. We cannot say little. It is many because it is a countable noun. Now, in the same way, you have to identify the error and you have to rewrite using the correct one. From E to H, you have to do in your